go, man.
No, don't fucking hit the car, you reckon.
Do it. G'day guys, my name's Bob from Bob the Builder.
G'day guys, Ben from Wildside Garage here. Owner, fabricator, airbrusher and all-round four-wheel drive nut. It's been a real pleasure to be a part of Sam Young's build. I've got to do the 79 series bonnet, so get on over here and check it out.
So we are here at Wildside. Ben has smashed out the bonnet. It looks phenomenal. I mean, there's bonnets absolutely everywhere you look here. We've got custom bikes, we've got GQs that have been chopped, more bonnets. This guy knows what he's doing. On the last one, you probably remember that along the front edge here, there was actually quite a big gap. Now, that's because on a 79 series bonnet, this is the genuine brand new 79, you can actually see the factory bonnet line lifts up. A lot of businesses out there actually just leave that front edge as the factory 79 bonnet. So what Ben actually does is cuts the entire thing out and actually leaves about, you know, between 70 and 100 mils of factory 80 series bonnet the entire way around. So A, you know it's going to fit and line up perfectly. B, you're not left with any sort of ugly panel gaps and that kind of thing from just sort of putting a 79 skin roughly on top. So that's the sort of key difference here. And I think it's going to look absolutely phenomenal. Now, Ben doesn't do much painting in-house. He does a lot of wrap coating and airbrushing. So we're going to load this up and get it back to Sydney. And I've got my mate at Bonnet who's going to do a little patching for me. We're going to paint it up before we wrap it. And well, it's going to come up an absolute treat. We've even got that genuine scoop insert as well, which a lot of people won't actually give you. You have to source those yourself. And if you've ever tried to source one of those inserts yourself, you know that they are about $600 and hard to come by. So pretty happy that that man right there has hooked it up. So happy days. What is up? Good morning guys. We're here at Bonnet's Prestige Smash. Michael and the boys are hooking it up today. We're painting the new bonnet for the Naughty 40. Now these guys are doing a mad weekend cashy, so I'm super stoked on that. What we have to do, steps one is we've pulled the bonnet out. We're basically going to prep it up. It's very close to being perfect, but we are going to put a little bit of, it's not quite bog, it's something a little bit different, but basically just fill a couple of little pinhole gaps. Smooth it out, run like a wet prime over it, sand that back with some 800 grit I think is the plan, and then we're ready to lay some colour. Obviously when you're painting a car that is a bit older, you can't just go off the paint code because obviously it has faded over time and that kind of thing. So the boys have got basically, I don't even know, not a micrometer, but it's basically a machine that you put up against clean paintwork and it measures exactly what the paint code is and gives you a couple of different variants of it so that you can get it as close to perfect and matching the guards as possible, which is what we're all about. And look at that little cheeky custom grille from Matty's Flexi. So we're kicking goals with this car, super keen. Let's go inside and check it out. Yo! The boys have wet sanded, they've scotched, they've done all sorts of things. Now they're mixing up the paint. I didn't realise there's about a million different things that go into a paint mix. Here I am assuming that they're going to grab just a pot of Toyota Red off the shelf and bang it in a gun, but anyway, I was wrong. What is it? I'd say it's 29 degrees. Oh. Yeah. Progress.
all in. Brody on the line, I'm tapping in. Got out here pulling the strings for me. A girl on the line, she feeling me. Preoccupied by the motivation. Put in the time to the
How good. It's fucking hot in here. Now, step one. Don't leave the GoPro in when we're about to bake this thing at 70 degrees.
Yeah, I win the tour and put on for the soil. Hey, bruh, remember they used to ignore us? Now they drop me the 10 with the cord and they catch me running for they ordinance. But we couldn't afford the whip. Pushing and scraping, that shit was so ageless. We blowing on grapes for the flavors. All of a sudden we made
So basically, what's happening now is just laying like, I guess you'd say it's the dust coat. We're just chatting about how, because all paints now, modern day paints are water based, sometimes the metallic doesn't sit up in it. So before we lay the clear, we just do like a light dust coat, and that really gets it shiny, baby. So clear coat time. So step one, dust coat down, and then step two, lay it on thick. Should be glossy as all hell. We're gonna make this color pop. Very keen. We've got the boys in the back just putting the final touches, getting the panel gaps all sort of tidied up as much as we can and having that bonnet lined up as best we can. We did have to cut out a little bit of the underside purely because obviously the 79 and the 80 do have a little bit different engine. I think it was fouling on a couple of things, radiator and stuff, so you are gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking if you do want to play along at home, but overall it looks phenomenal. The front is, everything lines up exactly how it should. Super, super stoked. Anyway, let's have a little squiz. Absolute glamour. Well, it's been one hell of a day here at Barbanero's. Massive shout out to Mikey and the entire team. We got the bonnet painted, we got the bonnet fitted, and it is looking absolutely phenomenal. But now it is time for us to head home, and then tomorrow, well, we get to mess around with the Cruiser Company lift up windows and get those fitted and start making this wagon actually useful. So, we'll see you in a sec.
For the record, don't try and make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me.
We're here at HQ and we are doing a very exciting modification today because we are turning a useless wagon into a slightly more useful but still useless wagon. Step one was get yourself a friend, because what we're doing today involves positioning, drilling, smashing, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know me, I like just the tip. It's pretty exciting. This mod's from the Cruiser Company. It is their lift up windows. They do them for a stack of cars. I'm terrified to do this myself because you've got to get this old sliding windows out, which haven't been touched for 30 years. And we have to get the new ones in, line it all up, drill a stack of holes in this car and not kook it. So I figured if I had Andy here, at least then if it all goes to shit, we can blame it on each other and not just myself. So we're gonna hook into it. Let's jump to the front of the car. I'll show you exactly what comes in the kit, and we're gonna try and install these. We've only got about 4 hours to do both sides, and to think 4x4 boys on YouTube took 2 days to do one window. So to say I'm worried about time is an understatement, but what's the worst that can happen? I drive around with no windows, it's fine. Let's have a look. Well, what we're aiming to do today is make a wagon slightly more practical. The sliding windows in the back of an 80 series are dog shit. You can barely fit a limb through there. They don't seal overly well. They're easy to break into, kind of ugly, and we're doing a whole bunch of things about it. Cruiser Company sent me out a set of their lift up Goldwing style windows for the back of 80 series, which I'm super, there's a lot going on here today, guys, which I'm super stoked about. Now, there's a lot of moving pieces to the puzzle. Step one is you're obviously going to need these powder coated black panels. We've gone driver side and passenger side. So we've got those. And then that's the easy stuff done. The rest is looking pretty damn complicated. We've got our dress up trim panels. We've got the big metal hinges that actually bolt to the window frame. All our hardware hinges, gas struts. We've got our latches which have to be mounted up. I had to go to Bunnings this morning and get a tube of Sika. You can use 221 or stuff like Damastic and that sort of thing. Rust converter in case you pull the factory window out and there's a little bit of rust and stuff in there that needs cleaning up. You're gonna need a center punch, you're gonna need tape, you're gonna need a drill. But the thing I'm most looking forward to is the fact that the people we watched online do this recently, it took 2 days to do one window, and Andy and I have given ourselves 4 hours to do both. So that's gonna be exciting. And obviously the Sika is to help seal up this, I don't even know what you call it, rubber trim, which is going to go around the windowsill and help that that new sort of metal panels sit and seal. So that's keen. There's a lot of work to do and we don't have much time to do it. So we're just gonna hook in. We're gonna try and very carefully remove these windows, get stuck into it. How hard can it be? Let's go. These are the pieces of glass we are replacing today with the lift up Cruiser Company windows. Now, these are both genuine Toyota glass, which in itself is quite a rare thing for a car of this age. Now, this entire assembly with the frame and the glass is becoming increasingly rare to find in good condition, working condition, and not completely ruined. So, whilst we're removing this, we have to be super careful not to damage the glass, damage the window frame or anything like that. So, there's a couple of tools you're gonna need. The first is a set of safety goggles, which obviously when you're using or working with glass, you absolutely need as a bare minimum. And then I think Andy's got the tool that I'm gonna need to gently and carefully persuade this glass out of the car. And then it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, have a swing and hope for the best. That's one gone. And the other one, Andy, would you like to do the honors?
Of course.
And just like that, we're now ready to fit our Cruiser Company windows to the 80 series. How to save time with Sam and Andy. What have we done? What have I done? Why do I do this? Oh, guys, the worst possible thing has happened. The worst case scenario. I don't think I can go on. This is it. I'm retiring from the channel. I'm about to bleed out.
Excuse me, pick up a broom. We still got a lot of glass to clean up.
I'm gonna put this in a 240 volt socket. Ha. Nice. Now obviously this window frame's in perfect condition, so what we're gonna do is follow me. So this stuff right here is actually Bonnet Rain-X Rust Buster. So although there is absolutely no rust here, it doubles as a stain remover and cleaner. So basically using this to clean up the entire surface here because A, we don't need 30 years of crud getting jammed in under the window seal. We'll run this around both sides when we get to it. I don't know if we can get the other window done today because there's a bit on, but that's okay. This is an important step. Obviously you don't want heaps of dirt and stuff just getting sticker flexed on top. You want that sticker to bond and you want that seal to actually seal. So we'll take our time here, clean it up, and then get some masking tape down and start drilling some holes in the car.
And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna take a seat.
You just chill out. It's been a big morning.
I know, it's been very big. Enjoy a nice Coca-Cola.
Nice Coke.
Yeah.
There's one thing you'll know about Sydney boys is we love Coke. Diet Coke, no sugar, vanilla, Colombian, it doesn't matter, we love them all. Right. What? So they're still priming, they're still painting.
Yeah, that tastes like a day and a half.
Whoa, and then they skip to this part.
But they already have it like assembled.
Yeah, should we do that?
I think so. Cruiser Company, if you're watching, just make sure you put instructions with them next time, even just to tell you where things go, like that.
I've never been more scared to tackle a project ever. Imagine the wrong size. My pussy. I can feel something Anyway, where were we? We were just talking about how we're gonna get it. And we're just talking about how we're gonna install it. Talking gun, talking. Okay, so that's like this on the car, right? I need to like hold it up to visualize. So if that's like that, wait a second. That's the wrong side. Yeah, stupid. What an anthem. Oh, nice.
Look, it's not that hard, just it takes a bit to work out.
Yeah, it does. If you just think about it, it is really just nuts and bolts. It's not really that hard. It just It's a bit like when your parents get you a 400,000 piece Lego set for Christmas and it's a bit daunting. And you go, Mum, I just wanted a pony and you got me Lego. But you just have to think about it logically. It's not really that tricky.
Yeah.
I'll just run some tapey wapey around.
Like all of Henry's tools to market.
And for drilling, so that if the drill slips or whatever.
But it won't matter.
I'm scared. I'm f***ing scared. The other YouTubers did this, Andy, okay? It must be right.
That tape I got, so when I painted the patrol, I ordered 2 rolls of tape.
Yeah.
Or was it 4? I don't know, whatever it was.
A lot.
And they gave me 2 boxes.
Nice.
So I've got like 50 rolls of tape.
Outstanding,
But
okay.
on the patrol I used a good 10.
A lot.
So I'm glad they sent me the wrong amount.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at that.
Boom, baby. You do have to protect. Oh.
Uh-huh.
How do we mark the top?
I told you we should have done it more. Yeah, we'll just have to take it off.
Yeah.
G'day guys, my name's Bob from Bob the Builder.
We thought we were doing the right thing, but we didn't get instructions with this, so we're really just winging it. But we thought we were doing the right thing by fitting everything up.
Which is a good idea.
Which is a good idea, because obviously you want to make sure it's for the right car and fits, which it does, it's all lovely. But obviously we can't mark the holes because there's a trim piece in the way. So we're gonna have to go back a few steps and undo that. But overall, I think it's gonna look tough. We'll have to obviously, once it's all getting bolted up, we've got that tuber sticker, we'll run some sticker around the top, and then we also sticker on the sort of pinch weld the whole way around to make sure it seals nicely. And then, yeah, job's on. Obviously I have to do some hole drilling down here as well for that gas strut. And then, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you can see it, it's
You
okay.
dropped your nut. I got you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Slow, mate.
I'm glad the car's getting wrapped. I don't fucking hit the car, he reckons. Let me just doos. So once you've hit the car and the paintwork a few times, you want to make sure then you tape up over the damage so you don't make it work. Do you want us to work on any cars while we're here, Henry? Drill some holes in some stuff? We're pretty good.
No words. No words.
Go toppy. Tip top.
Good on you, Mum. Tip top's the one. And Dad.
How are you so good with your tongue? Me.
Do we want to...
What do you think? This is 258 sticker, windscreen sealant, and this is a pretty important step because obviously you've now effectively just got a metal-on-metal surface, so you need to make sure you're getting a good bead of sticker, sealing it nicely, otherwise you will get water, you'll get noise, you'll get all sorts of stuff. So you obviously don't want to go too overboard, but you do want to make sure you've got a nice, say generous bead pretty much the whole way around. Otherwise you're going to have a bad old time when it rains.
It's not a good bead at all.
Huh?
That is not a good bead at all.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's hard because it's so thick. Otherwise, it would be all the whole bead would be like that. Oh, I can't. How do we get these nuts in?
That's what I'm confused about. No, because you can't get these top ones in if you put it on though. If you mount it all together, you can't get these two top ones in. So it doesn't make sense.
Well, it probably won't make the cut because it makes it seem a bit stupid, but we've fitted up the top frame and forgotten these nuts. Because that's got to go. We butchered a nice car. Come with me. Now it's actually gone pretty smoothly, sort of. A couple of blokes having a go. Everything is centered, lined up. That's ready for the gas strut. Pinch welds in and trimmed. It's looking really nice. The sticker's all on. Basically gonna wait for that to dry and then just come along with a razor and cut off any excess. I think basically next is gonna be lining up the actual door. So there's obviously that top panel there, the bottom panel there, making sure the latches are all happy, clamping on down here. Make sure the gas strut's on as well, lining up, all working. Bob's your uncle. Don't lose the keys to the latches or you'll be a sad boy. Yeah, looking pretty good so far. I mean, you can already see like the access you have now to be able to get in and out of the car is phenomenal. Grabbing stuff out quickly. Obviously with the back is going to have a tyre swing away in the rear bar. You don't always want to have to open the door, so you can just boom, boom, and grab stuff quickly if you need it in a recovery situation. So that's exciting too.
Flawless broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's in since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah.
There it is. Andy and a cruiser lift up window. Cruiser company, very nice product. I'm actually a big fan of how practical this is. Fits nicely, the gas strut's perfect. I was originally worried about the head height on the strut and how much it lifts up, being a cooler boy, but this is like absolutely phenomenal. They give you more than enough pinch weld, which is nice, so you can trim it to pretty much whatever sort of size you need. And overall, it took us probably a couple of hours.
Apart from the cleanup.
Apart from the cleanup, these hands will never not have sticker flex on them again, but that's okay. Overall, fits really well, super practical. The plans we've got for the car, this is a vital modification. Obviously for the other side, passenger side, it's the same process, just mirrored. So it's very simple. We're not gonna bother showing you that. We're just gonna smash that out the Savo, but overall, absolutely frothing. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. They do these for a stack of different vehicles, 76s, GQs, GUs, all sorts of vehicles. So if you want them yourself, go check out the Cruiser Company website. They do a whole bunch of sick products. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Maybe wear gloves.
Yeah, definitely wear gloves.
Definitely wear gloves.